Hi friends, today let's talk about books by another spiritual guru who's one of my favorite spiritual gurus. Let's talk about Swami Rama. Before I start, let me ask you the simple question. Did you love reading autobiography of a yogi? Did you love reading the amazing exploits of Yogananda? Then this is the book for you. I came across this book when I was looking for something similar to autobiography of a yogi. When I could not get enough of autobiography of a yogi, I went reading other books on Yogananda, which I will talk about in future vlogs. But I also found out about this guru called Swami Rama, who's had a very similar life, by the way, in some ways. He also meditated, he also was part of the Himalayan tradition. In fact, he says that unlike Yogananda, who did not mostly go to the Himalayas, he spent a lot of his time in with the Himalayan masters, the yogis who meditate in the Himalayas. Two books, though he's written a lot of books, and I've read a lot of stuff on him, on books and in other articles, etc., stand out. Living with the Himalayan masters and Walking with the Himalayan masters. I recommend you grab one of them right now if you liked autobiography of a yogi. It has, again, you can say, a Pandora's box of tales of being in the Himalayas and the Himalayan masters doing all sorts of magic. Everything under the sun that you can think of. It would make you feel that this world is truly magical, but you are missing out on something. That you and I, we merry mortals, have not experienced what is truly magical potential. By the way, in Swami Rama's case, there are enough people across the world. If you Google, who will tell about their experiences all over the world, in every part of the world, in America, in Europe, who will tell about magical experiences of their own with Swami Rama. Of people getting cured, of people getting things that they asked for, everything. But essentially, he was a yoga guru and a meditator. He did not go around showcasing his skills. Having said that, check out also the journals of Menninger Institute in Kansas, where when he went to America for many years, he showcased to them the magics of a yogi. He could, at any given point of time, change the temperature between the two sides of his hands by more than 10 degrees Fahrenheit. He could even stop his heart from pumping blood for many seconds, I think some 10 seconds or so. He could increase his heart rate and decrease it at will. There were many such experiments done on him, because he went there to show the West and to modern science what is possible in a yogi. There are tales that I read of him where people asked him about cancer, and he laughed and said, you know what? Yogis can produce it at will. I mean, sometimes when an yogi is old and he wants to die, or he feels his purpose is done, he can create it. There was a story where one of his gurus told him that, look, you have to continue living for some more years, for some 10 odd years. And so he was very unwell and immediately became fine. And exactly around after 10 years, he said, my time is up. And that's how he went. To cut a long story short, I don't want to go around telling you anecdotes after anecdotes, because there are umpteen about him. But if you are in the mood, and if you want to sit back and wonder at the amazing world of yogis, or you've not had your plates full after reading the autobiography of a yogi, I recommend Swami Rama. If anything, this is more magic, this is more excitement, and it has unbelievably exciting tales about the modern yogis. Thank you, and check out any of the books on him. Bye.